The day that one of the rats actually got through into the kitchen at my first real estate investment property. If you have not watched part 1 through 3, go back and watch that, then come back, because it just makes the story even juicier. The day before, I had a rodent control company come out and they placed some poison. Then it starts to get dark, and y'all, I started to hear screaming in those walls. The rats were screaming, and all I could think about is, oh Lord, one of the kids done ate the poison. Now the mama and the daddy and the rest of the kids are pissed, and they are coming to get me. Luckily, nothing happened that night, but when I woke up the next morning, I'm still in the bed working, and I hear a noise that automatically I knew something just busted through one of the walls in the kitchen. So I'm sitting in the bed. I know it is, but I'm asking, what was that? I'm procrastinating. I don't want to get up and go see what came through the walls. So I grabbed a piece of wood and I march into the kitchen. I peek my head around the corner and I see a rat sitting in front of the stove looking right back at me, and it didn't move. I was so mad. I was so scared. I was so disgusted. My words just wouldn't come together. I hit the ground real hard and I stomped, and the rat ran back up into the wall, and I didn't see it anymore. Or at least I didn't see it for a couple days, because then I called the pest control company back and I said, hey, one of them rats came through and I can't find it. I don't know where it went. Now, I had just gotten sick, so my smelling was not the best. When the pest control company came, they were in the kitchen and they said they could smell something dead in there. And so the pest control company starts looking around. They start taking the stove apart because that's where the rat was. And they say they think it's in there, but they couldn't find it. So the pest control company leaves and I continue to take the stove apart. And I finally get to the back part of the stove. I start taking apart the plates on the back. And I'm getting real close, like looking inside, like I don't see no rat in there. And as I'm close, like piece of metal right here, the oven is right here. And out of my peripheral, I see fur right here, close to my head. And I turn, I'm shaking, and the rat was right there, stuck up in the stove. So I get my piece of wood, and I'm poking at it just to get this rat out. Rat finally falls out, and I get 2 pieces of wood. They're at least 4 feet each. I'm using the pieces of wood like chopsticks, and I'm balancing this heavy rat, taking it outside. I eventually got rid of all the rats after I called another rodent control company, which was, I gotta give them credit, Terminix. They went around the house, they found the entry point, they patched it up, and I was smooth sailing after that. But I had to live with the rats for 3 months. The moral of the story is, get the education, get a mentor before you go into these business ventures and investments, because learning the hard way is much more expensive and stressful. If you see rodent droppings at any property that you're looking at, make sure you take care of that before you or somebody else moves in. Now, if you like this story, follow me for more, because when I tell you that was only the beginning of my journey, and I have plenty more that has happened, and I'm still on the journey. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty more to come that, for one, is crazy, but also you can learn from it.